I'm gonna have to go check where the heck I was at. Sorry, because someone came in and was asking questions about this particular assignment, so I had to stop. Anyway, long story short, we're ready to move forward. Okay, so with today, I want you to be able to actually have your actual rough draft done. So the other thing that we are going to do that we haven't done before is we're going to do this peer evaluation part. So let's talk about that right now. All right, y'all, let's just walk through this scenario because we didn't walk through it. I just had you guys kind of do it yourself yesterday, but we're going to walk through it today. Okay, so Miss Robertson's class won a day at the bowling alley for their good behavior. Awesome job, Miss Robertson's class. Yay! All right, now, let me get my little highlighter out. I don't want to get my little highlighter out. Boom. Because what I want to do is, as I'm reading, this is exactly what you should do as you are like reading through any kind of word problem or paragraph like this where you know you got to grab evidence. You should underline the thing so you don't have to go back and try and find things. When they arrived, Jason picked up a green ball that weighed 6 pounds. I think that might be significant. 6 pounds, Jason. Okay, Amanda picked, we're already there, picked a yellow ball that weighed 12 pounds. Amanda was, here we go. Amanda, what happened with Amanda? Amanda was having a hard time getting her ball to go down the lane. I think that might be significant. Jason was doing great. He was pushing the ball hard. It was going straight down the lane, so maybe I'll put that. It was going straight down the lane. The center, he even got 2 strikes. I like the 2 strikes. Okay, so those are the things I am going to highlight there. All right, cool. Let's go down to the prompt because I don't know what the question is because in the CER, I got to make a claim, but the claim's got to answer the question. So write a scientific explanation that explains why Amanda was having a hard time. Oh, now we got the question. So here we are. Hopefully you see that in there. Here is the question. Why, and I'm going to put was right here, was Amanda having a hard time? I'm going to put doing well at bowling. And that is the question. So why was Amanda having a hard time at bowling? Now the claim has to directly answer that. So let's just try and see if we can get the claim and the question together. So Amanda was having a hard time bowling, right? And then this is where you need to fill in your claim. Bowling because, and this is where your claim should be, right here. So what is your claim? Why was she having a hard time bowling? Okay, so Amanda was having a hard time bowling because, and that's where you need, this right here is where you need to fill in your claim. Some people said because her ball was too heavy. Some people said because she picked a ball that was twice as heavy as Jason's. What is your reason? Someone said because Amanda was not a good bowler. Is that what we know? Again, from the evidence right up here, because all of our evidence has to come out of this scenario below. So out of this scenario, what would be a valid reason to make a claim as to why Amanda was having a hard time? And that is where your claim should go in this part of the sentence. Okay, so cool. So we do that. Now, once you've got that written in there and you've decided what your claim is, then we're going to come over here and we're going to write down some evidence. So number 1, we're going to say, I'm going to go, okay. Oh, how come I can't scoot over there? So Jason has a 6-pound ball. I see that right there. And then Amanda has a not yellow. She has a 12-pound ball. So I'm going to put that. So I'm going to put Jason. And then I'm just going to put 6-pound bowling ball. Then I'm going to put 2. I'm going to put Amanda. And I'm going to say she has a 12-pound bowling ball. Those are 2 pieces of evidence. Now, because I'm going to be doing maybe some comparing, I'm going to end up with 4 pieces of evidence. So I'm going to put Jason, he was doing well, got 2 strikes. And again, you don't have to do complete sentences. I'm just stating what happened. Jason got 2 strikes. Amanda says Amanda was having a hard time getting her ball to roll down the lane. So I'm just going to put Amanda was struggling. Does that make sense? Amanda was struggling to get her ball down the lane. Okay, cool. So that's what happened. So Amanda was struggling. So again, we have more than enough evidence. So at this point, we already got a couple parts of this. Now, here's the thing. Remember, in the reasoning should have both your intro. In the intro, it should have your question and your claim. The awesome thing about this claim that we wrote, it actually has the question and the claim built into it. So we're just going to go woo and be like bam, and that is where my intro is going to go. Okay, just for time's sake, Mr. Farr is not going to rewrite that whole thing right there, but that's where your intro should be. And again, your intro should be your evidence, right? Should be, not evidence, should be your question plus claim. Those are the 2 things that should be in there, okay? Question plus claim. Okay, now your evidence sentences should be here, right? And you should have a minimum of 3 evidence sentences. So your evidence should go here, and then you have a conclusion. So 3 evidence sentences, right? Evidence sentences. So I'm going to write sentences, if Mr. Farr can spell today. Sentences, and those all need to support your claim. They need to support how your claim is true. Then you need to make sure to have a conclusion, and that would be your reasoning paragraph, okay? So make sure that that is the way that you structure it. Now, the last thing, peer evaluation. Now, on this thing, this is where you're actually, once you're done writing your rough draft, you're going to have someone at your table evaluate it. So what they're going to do is they're going to write their name. So let's just say it's Mr. Comos, right, who is the one who's going to evaluate my paper. So he'll put his name, Mr. Comos. Then right here where it says rebuttal, this is where we're going to put something called, everyone say it with me, constructive criticism. Okay, constructive criticism. All right. Now, remember this word constructive means to build up. So even if you're like, this is the dumbest paper I've ever read, or can't believe you said that. That's not helpful. None of those things are helpful. So what you want to do is put things that are constructive in there. So in this case, I have enough evidence. So you could put one thing could be more than enough evidence. Okay? All right, that's cool. More than enough evidence. All right. 2 good intro. All right. And then let's just say I didn't include all the evidence here in this part. Then you would say, right, maybe number 3 would be add 3rd evidence to paragraph. If it's not in a paragraph format, you might want to say must put reasoning paragraph in a paragraph format. If it's missing the conclusion, you might say, please make sure to add a conclusion. Whatever you say, it needs to be constructive. It needs to be building up their paper, okay? So, again, leave that in there, and then that will be your rough draft, and then you guys can go on to the actual modules, and then you guys can start building your actual one. Hold on. Let me just make sure to go back to make sure that we're all good. So I just want to make sure you guys see all of this. Okay? So we walk through every part of it. So make sure to at least get your rough draft done. If you are at home, have someone at home read through your paper and check everything out. Okay? And you can show them this because this is all the criteria, right? This is kind of like a small version of the rubric as to how you're supposed to construct this rough draft and then construct the final draft. So that is it for today.